You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and an... Come on. This way.
Revelio.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Revelio.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Revelio.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it.
Revelio.
Wizard is a dead wizard in my book. I don't have time for this.
Descendo. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Protego.
Stop avoiding me.
Revelio. Incendio.
Revelio.
Well, this might be the back
Protego.
I won't rest. You There It's your last mistake. You will suffer. Rather unwise coming back. Let's get this over. How nice of you to stop by. Impressed? I won't rest. Was that your best?
I confess, Revelio's a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It sounds as if the loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a
Revelio.
Hogwarts lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Confringo!
Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio. Lumos.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Confringo. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Lumos.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see... Did I mention that, apparently, Salad...
You did not? Is it...
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I had no idea our visit to see... I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Revelio. Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something out.
Hello? Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious moon calf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. I tried to fight back, but I was no...
I'm sorry about your moon calf, Mr...
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. Oh, my poor Biscuit.
I'll keep an eye out for your moon calf, Garniff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her... Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are... Revelio.
I'm still rebuilding my gobstones collection, thanks to you.
Levioso. Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
Brilliant. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
This darling charms his dire. Nothing's as clever as playing with fire.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so I reminded him that Anne needs to...
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn.
I'd like to know more about it.
Very well. Ominous learned dark magic.
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse.
Apparently, his parents and older sibling. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish I have repeatedly assured Ominous.
How horrible.
After that incident, every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, I'll remind him of that when I follow. Watch for my owl. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Poachers. Garniff was right then. I'd better be careful. Revelio. Accio.
Rookwoods don't go down easy. Think I won't remember your face. Ah, there you are.
I can't feel my fingers.
Incendio! What's that? Confringo!
Levioso. Confringo.
This is a bastard! Goblin now. Protego!
Levioso. Confringo. Revelio.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Now then, which one of you is Biscuit? Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
The Ministry ought to relax their feelings towards the dark arts.
get you back to Garniff, shall we? Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
What will I do without her?
Garniff, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have! Oh,
Biscuit is fine, as am I.
oh mercy. I cannot wait to get her.
You can have her back.
Of course. Oh, my sweet little As I said before, you've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Revelio.
Hello. Do you have a moment?
Yes, but just the one, I'm afraid. Running the shop keeps me rather busy. I'm the new proprietor, Indira Wolf.
What do you have for sale?
Do you know what you might be looking for? Oh, you'll like that. I guarantee it. Thank you for your business. Hope you'll come and see me again.
Accio. Window. Revelio.
Hello again, Miss Wolf.
Hello again. What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Do you know what you might be looking for? Oh, you'll like that. I guarantee it. Thank you for your business. Hope you'll come and see me again.
Hello again, Miss Wolf.
Hello again. What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Do you know what you might be looking for? Oh, you'll like that. I guarantee it.
Revelio.
Must have snuck in after I fell asleep.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. Ah, she's robbed almost everyone now.
I'm not sure I know.
Then you're the only one. Good riddance, I said. I want her caught.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Besides, the thing...
What do you have for sale?
Okay.
Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty.
Thank you for your patronage. Glad you were able to stop by.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Mind you don't turn quick.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out. The lot of it was bought up by a trade. Apparently, must have been someone from... Anyway, what you always have trouble. Used to carry them in the shop, but people kept asking.
Seems like a poor choice of inventory.
You don't mind sharing your opinion. Despite the fact that we are a wizarding village, takes a lot to round up these most of the suppliers are...
Perhaps it was your dealings with...
Oh. And I'll have you know that it's my... Anyway, perhaps always best to pop in.
Thank you, I will.
Take...
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
What are you up to now?
Perhaps I'll scout around Feldcroft for something to poach.
Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio.
Revelio.
I'll look after you. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Thinks you should be proud of all the potions.
Revelio.
A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry.
I recall the statue
Revelio.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Revelio.
More gold? I must be getting closer.
Revelio.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Revelio.
What do you have in store for me this time?
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
What's that? Settled.
Revelio.
This looks intriguing.
Confringo. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
What's that? Aha! There you are! Ooh, excellent. Really, it is.
Revelio. Revelio.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
Revelio.
It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Revelio. That must be the Haggerty family heirloom. Wingardium Leviosa. I wonder how Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief, and his heirloom's coming home.
Revelio. Revelio.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
One more person asked me about her.
I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
A what?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the Niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
I found your heirloom, and I'll give it back to you. For a price.
Huh? I suppose that's only fair. Very well, we'll call it a reward. Sounds more decent that way. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a Niffler to Azkaban. At least I got my heirloom back.
Hello, nice to see you again.
You as well. What can I help you with?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Thank you for your patronage. Glad you were able to stop by.
What's even magic?
Revelio.
And friend.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy.
Hello, Amit.
Did I hear, Professor?
That's very kind of you,
I'm certain. I finally... It's only the goblin cut...
Well,
Think nothing of it. I have some...
Revelio.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables, but you can't learn from a couple.
Meat thinks he knows everything. Even told me he can speak gobbledygook.
I had heard about these odd stone tables out in the Highlands. Perhaps that's
The constellations are beautiful. Not sure they're worth dying of a cold for, but they are.
Revelio.
Confringo!
Revelio.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it...
Professor Shah, I'm interested...
It is increasingly rare to... But if you truly desire it, we ourselves...
Thank you, Professor. I look forward...
I am glad to hear.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope.
I would not offer a...
Yes.
You remember those astronomers? And it seems there may...
And you need someone to help find.
I do. Are you in? Let us get moving while the star...
All right,
It will be. Trust me. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
Revelio.
A little foreboding.
Confringo. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Confringo. Revelio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about? Look,
oh no.
There's a table.
Not this close to school, Amit.
I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about... And your contribution...
Thank you, Amit. I look forward...
And I look forward to writing... This is only the beginning. And if I have ever seen one...
That's quite generous.
You are welcome. It's all in the throat, really. Anyway...
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way. And I need help from some... Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't tell me. She's only the single greatest...
How interesting.
It's a travesty. I often read about... Whilst reading about... But in typical...
And you're a third...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've... Would you get Herodiana...
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of...
Very well.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting.
Revelio.
I talk about this. Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago. I'm sorry. What do you want?
Accio. Pulsar.
This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. Hall of Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles. Now to see if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was. I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know. That chest, that wasn't too hard. Wonder what's next.
Accio. Pulsar. Accio. Pulsar. Accio. Accio. Revelio.